Welcome back. It's the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. The 2024 Horsham Junior Silver Squash Tournament is kicking off this weekend. It's the first Junior Victorian tournament of the year, and I'm joined by Tim Hopper, the president of the Horsham Squash Club, who's going to tell us all about it. Thank you very much for joining me, Tim. Great to have you on Flow FM. How are you?
Yeah, great. No, thanks for having me.
This is the Junior Silver Tournament. There are also gold tournaments and other levels as well, I understand. So what exactly is a silver tournament and how do they all differ?
Each state gets 4 silver junior tournaments and 1 gold. So in Victoria, we divide them up, two in the regions and 2 in the metro area. And to get into the gold tournament and the Victorian junior team, you've got to play in at least 1 regional and 1 metro silver tournament, and that qualifies you to go up into the major tournament.
All right, fantastic. It sounds like it's all pretty well structured. And how's all the prep going for the tournament? It's kicking off on Saturday with the Battle of the Border, and then the tournament itself is on the Sunday. But no doubt it's been a big job getting the whole tournament organised, especially coming in this fresh off the Christmas and New Year period where a lot of people have been doing everything but wanting to sort of organise a tournament. So, yeah, how's it all been going?
Yeah, it has been going well. We've been getting a fair bit of help from our local council here and the Victorian Squash. They've been great. Our club members have been fantastic as well, and my committee, they're happy to help all the time. It's just been a matter of just managing who's away on holidays and then trying to work out who can help us at each individual time, which is fantastic.
And the participants themselves, this is a bit unique as far as tournaments go, because ordinarily in junior sport, you've got your age groups, you go your under 14s, 16s, 18s or whatever, but this one's actually not based on age. It's more based on ability and matching squash players up with opponents of a similar ability. So you could have a 12 or 13-year-old coming up against a 16-year-old, provided they're sort of on the same level, which, yeah, it's quite different from other sports, but it certainly makes for a fair competition, and it's mixed gender as well, so it's not just boys against boys and girls against girls. So it is quite different from everything else we see in junior sport.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense to sort of go based on skill level anyway, because you do get your kids that are more advanced, and they've got to push forward, and the only way to do that's to play against your higher players. The only place where we separate the boys and girls is in the top ranking. Then it's separated male and female for the A grade. That's the only place where we separate it.
And are you aware of how many participants are involved exactly, or do you have a ballpark figure for that?
We're hoping to have around 30 on the Sunday.
All right, sensational. And obviously, like I said, the Sunday is the main tournament. That's the main event, but there is a big event happening on Saturday as well, the day before the official tournament. It's the annual Battle of the Border between the Victorian and the South Australian squash players. Now, my allegiance is certainly with the South Australian players. How does this all go each year? No doubt it's a highlight, but yeah, I'll be hoping for a South Australian win.
Yeah, this is actually the first time we've hosted the Battle of the Border, and it's also the first time we've hosted the silver tournament. I've never been involved in one, but I'm really keen to see the highest end players in both states. So it'll be great competition on the Saturday, and then going in from that, they'll all be playing in the silver tournament going forward on the Sunday, which will be fantastic. I'll be barracking for the Victorians, obviously, and I'll leave you for the South Australians.
Fantastic. Well, what's the reception been like to the decision to start having this as sort of an annual Battle of the Border competition? Is everyone pretty excited about it? Was it something that a lot of people were suggesting? How did it come to be?
We've sort of been trying to get a big junior tournament out this way for a long time, and the Battle of the Border has been played, I'm pretty sure, in Melbourne in the past, but it probably makes more sense to try and put it towards the border of the two states to make it a bit more fair, especially with travel time. So it'll be good to have those players across. It'll be fantastic, really.
Most definitely. And sport is such a massive thing down in the southeast of South Australia and near the Victorian border there, and no doubt it's the exact same on the other side of the border. So, yeah, it'll be great to have it closer to the border and to have so many of those sport-obsessed people living in those regions to be able to be involved in that. So certainly something to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all pans out. And what's on the line for the winners in the tournament? Is there prize money or entry to any national competitions or anything like that, or is it just the standard sort of trophies and medals?
So in most of the divisions, it's your standard trophies and medals, but then in the A-grade category, the grants that we get from our local council here are going to go towards some prizes, mostly to subsidising the players' trips towards the Australian Junior Championship later in the year in Sydney. It's to help them with accommodation and flights and stuff like that, so that'll be fantastic.
Tim, where can people go if they want to learn more about everything that's going on this weekend or keep up with any scores and results?
I'm pretty sure it's all going to be on, I'm thinking it's all going to be on Big Squash website and probably on the SA Squash website as well for the results.
All right, fantastic. And have you got a Facebook page as well? Because no doubt some of that will be popping up on social media too. Yeah,
we're just at Horsham Squash Club on Facebook, and I'm guessing Squash Vic and Squash South Australia also have Facebook pages as well, which are great for keeping up with current competitions and these bigger competitions.
All right, lots of action kicking off this weekend. Great to have some big-time sporting events back on the agenda after a bit of downtime over the summer. Tim, thanks very much for your time chatting to me today. Been great having you on the show. All the best to you this weekend. No doubt you've still got a lot to do in getting everything organised, and all the best to all the participants as well. It's going to be a great weekend, and we'll be wishing you all the best and looking forward to hearing all about it. And once again, I've got to say, go the South Aussies in the Battle of the Border.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was fantastic. And go Victoria.
Tim Hopper telling us all about what's going on in the world of squash in Horsham this weekend. Very exciting stuff, all kicking off with the Battle of the Border tomorrow. Ellis, I believe you've got something for us now.
It's time to remind you about our current Esky Giveaway Australia Day competition. If you want to win a Willow Journey Wheeler Cooler, which holds 55 litres, then head to the Flow FM Oz Facebook page and enter into the competition by commenting on where you're listening to Flow from and what your Esky essentials are. The competition is going to close next Thursday at 3 p.m. South Australia time, or 3:30 on the East Coast, and the winner will be announced in the Sports Hour on that day by Dan Crouch. T's and C's for the competition are listed on the flowfm.com.au website, and the competition is not affiliated with Facebook. What better way to spend Australia Day than by having your 55-litre Esky either poolside or beachside, enjoying the hopeful sunshine on that day.
Gee whiz, very big prize up for grabs there. It's the Flow Friday Sports Show. We've got a big second hour coming up, and we'll be back with that very soon. Stay tuned.